Hi, I'm Martha DeSante, Doctor of Chiropractic, Yoga and Pilates instructor. Today we're going to be working on ways to mobilize and warm up the whole spine. We're going to be working with a basic movement that's alternating between flexion and extension. It's called cat and cow as far as yoga warm-ups go. And then we'll also be adding in some lateral side bending variations and then some free form movement. So this is really good for just warming up the spine generally in big global motions. And we can begin by getting onto hands and knees, a tabletop style position. If you have any wrist issues, make any modifications that you need to here, and feel free to ask questions if you're looking for specific wrist modifications. So for now, because I'm working on a hard surface here, I've chosen to kind of get something soft folded and placed under my knees. If that's your same scenario or you have sensitive knees, feel free to fold up a blanket and get that underneath here. Fingers are going to be spread very broad and palms are spread broad as they're placed down underneath the shoulders. Elbows are soft with a slight bend at the elbow. Knees are lined up underneath the hips and tops of the shins and feet are resting on the ground. You want to have a long neutral spine from tip of the tailbone to the top of the head, shoulders gently sliding away from ears. Low floating ribs are drawing toward the back body. Let yourself begin with a breath in to prepare. As you exhale, your tail tucks under, the crown of your head tucks under, and your belly and your back press up toward the ceiling. As you breathe in, your head lifts, your chest lowers, your belly lowers, and your tail lifts. Exhaling, pressing the back up toward the ceiling. Inhaling, letting the chest lower, the tail and head lift. And you can begin moving into this movement at your own pace. You can also play with how you're going through this articulation. If you want to start the movement at the head end, you can do that. If you want to start it at the tail end, you can do that. Or if you want to do head and tail at the same time and center moving opposite, you can do that. And then let yourself come into a long neutral tabletop position again. To introduce some of the side bending movement here, we'll begin by coming to the right side first. So head looks toward right shoulder and right hip move toward one another, shortening the right side and lengthening the left. Inhale back through center. Exhale, look toward the left side. Head, shoulder, and hip come toward the left. Inhale back to center. And exhale. So if you were a dog or a cat, you're looking back toward your tail. Inhale back through center. Exhale toward the left again. So you get the idea here on that lateral bending variation. And now we're going to kind of combine those movements and some other free moving, more circular type movements here. And so what that can look like is you can kind of do a roll through the spine as you let elbows bend and let the body kind of come free form there, really pressing the back and the belly up to the ceiling and doing these large barrel roll type movements. You can reverse that and go the other way, kind of stirring the spine around. And then if there's any other variations, kind of like leaning into that front and back area as you do these motions, let yourself kind of feel free to play and explore with those. So hopefully that's given you enough food for thought to kind of explore the cat-cow and the variations associated with that so that your spine feels like it's moving fully and fluidly. I hope you're feeling well today and that helped loosen you up. As always, it's Dr. Martha helping you get back in body.